Yo, what's up everyone, it's Patrick, and welcome to this guide to the River of Blood quest on RuneScape 3. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself for this quest. The green text is what you need. The white text are side notes, how to get the items, even stuff that can be usually bought off the Grand Exchange if you're an Ironman, and things I recommend. Most of the things on here are self-explanatory, so I only want to touch on a couple of things. All the untradeable items, you should get all the blisterwood stuff before starting the quest. Blisterwood sickles are made from fletching blisterwood logs with an unblessed silver sickle in your inventory, and that's for each one you're making, so you need 2 unblessed silver sickles. Same thing for the blisterwood polearm, except this one requires 2 unblessed silver sickles each. You'll also need another blisterwood weapon on top of that for you to actually use in combat. That can be any weapon you want. If you choose to go with the polearm, you'll need 2 more unblessed silver sickles. That's a total of 8 sickles, by the way, for everything. For the Wolfbane, Temple Library Key, and Sunspear, be sure to check your bank for it first, as I wouldn't be surprised that they only let you have one, and if you really don't have them, I'll be showing you in the video how to get them during the quest. I also want to talk about combat stuff, armor, potions, and food. I know you're not really going to have inventory space after carrying everything else, but at the very least, you should be wearing your armor and also wielding your blisterwood weapon of choice. You can always get potions and food later once your inventory starts clearing out during the quest. I highly recommend the Draken's Medallion, by the way, as it will help a lot with getting around. If you don't have it, you can get another one in the cave south of the Birthday Rot Bank. There's a coffin in there that you can search to get it and a pool to recharge it. Anyways, feel free to pause if you need it, as I'm going to get into the quest now. To start the quest, go to the room in the Varrock Palace shown by the yellow marker on this map. Talk to King Roald and select the first option to talk about River of Blood and accept the quest. Go to Drezel underneath Patadomus. You can use whatever you have to get near there, but personally I like using the invitation box to get there, or you can use the canvas lodestone to come in from the other side. Talk to Drezel and select the second chapter and talk about something else. If you need the Wolfbane and Temple Library Key, you need to talk to him again and select the first chapter to ask about items to get from him. I destroyed my key by accident, just ignore that. Go back to surface using a ladder on the western side. Head to the area south of the temple by the stairs. Talk to Aeonisig. Kill the 3 Varrocks that appear. Be sure that you're wielding a suitable weapon, such as a blisterwood weapon. Talk to Aeonisig again and select the chapters right on screen. Talk to Captain Roven to northeast and select OK to give him the 9 pieces of steel armor, 2 blisterwood sickles, and a blisterwood polearm. Talk to Aeonisig and select the chat options right on screen. After this conversation, you get into some fights, and you should have a decent amount of free inventory space at this point, so you could go get some food after this if you want and come back to this area. I would definitely recommend doing so, especially if you're like a hardcore Ironman or something, as it's not a safe death. You could also take your chances, but that's on you. Personally, I didn't need food, but I'm maxed and I did at least need armor. When you're ready, head into the temple and kill all the Zamorak monks. There are 5 on each of the first 2 floors. Let me tell you, I've been waiting to do this since they tricked me into killing that dog from Priest and Peril when I first did it like 15 years ago. The monks aren't the main concern, by the way. When you go up to the top floor, you have to fight the Zamorak leader and his bodyguard, who are both a lot harder than the monks, but overall still not really difficult, especially since they don't seem to have any kind of special attack you need to worry about. After the fight, go back to the area south of the temple. Talk to Aeonisig and select the chat options right on screen. Go back to Drezel. Talk to Drezel and select the second chat option to talk about something else. Climb down the trapdoor if it's open. If not, then use the temporal library key you got from Drezel earlier on the keyhole on the east wall to open it. This is a puzzle which I believe the solution is the same for everyone. So there are 8 specific bookcases here that contain a certain book. You have to go to these bookcases in the specific order that's being shown to you on screen, and you have to pull the books from them by selecting OK when the option comes up each time. The picture I put in the bottom right is where the books are located in order, and the written text is a city that's part of the title of the book that's in each bookcase. The only book that physically gets pulled and goes into your inventory is the last book, Blood of the Covenant, so you only need 1 free inventory space for this. In case the solution is not the same for everyone, it's not difficult to solve it yourself. You just have to go to each shelf and figure out which one is which book, then pull them in this order. The order should at least be the same. There's a window that comes up when you go to pull each one. The name of the book is at the top of the window. Don't even pay attention to what I'm doing in the recording. I wasted time solving it myself, and my compass was facing the wrong way because it got turned around when I came down here and I didn't notice. When you get the Blood of the Covenant, flip through the book. Climb up the ladder in the northeast corner. Talk to Vanstrom. If you still need a Sunspear, you need to right-click Ivan, choose Reclaim, and select the first chat option that says yes to buy it for 100k. Pass through the Holy Barrier to the south. Read the Temple Trekking Notice Board on the other side of the bridge. Click on Notice at the top right. If you have this, click on the 99 shortcut thing on the right, and make sure you get a pop-up that says the trapdoor will function as normal. If not, click on it again. We're just checking something here. You may or may not have this. If not, you don't have to worry about it because you would have the normal setting by default. Anyways, go to the trapdoor behind the canvas bar. Open the trapdoor, and that setting was to make sure the trapdoor takes you to this tunnel. The other setting would have taken you into Morton if you had it. Anyways, search the wall to the south to go through it, and enter the first cave entrance to the southeast. Go to the east side of this area. You need 3 free inventory spaces, use the Guthix balance potion on the tomb, and click OK to open it, then search the tomb to get 3 items. Open the scroll case to get a scroll balance and read the scroll. Light one of the blisterwood logs, and blisterwood ashes should immediately spawn on the fire, so pick that up. You do not have to wait for the fire to disappear. Go to the ectofundus, which you can get to by using your ecto file. Go upstairs. Use your sift throw bar that you got from the tomb on the hopper to grind it into dust. Go to the nature grotto. What I did was use the canvas lodestone, then walk to the gate. Then I'm not exactly sure where I got this feature from, probably the Mauritanian diaries I did years ago. It was so long ago I don't even remember what the rewards were. But if you also have it, you can right click the gate and choose quick travel to get there. If you're not sure if you have this feature or not, it's worth at least trying. It just takes a click. Otherwise you would of course have to walk. When you get here, enter the grotto tree. Use the dust on the altar of nature to bless it, then use the blessed dust on the super restore potion to make a super Guthix balance potion. Go back to Drezel. Talk to Drezel. Go to the well in the room to the west. Use the super Guthix balance potion on the well to pour it in there. Go back to Aeonisig. Talk to him and select the chapters right on screen. Go to the bridge going into Canvas. You can just take the shortcut here if you have at least 65 agility, otherwise you would have to go around. Talk to Vanescula and select the chapters right on screen. Continue the conversation after the cutscene. Kill the Pharaoh vampires. These aren't a concern, so I'm going to skip ahead to the fight right after them, which is the one you should be careful of. You have to fight something called a Wyrd. The main attack you need to look out for is when it says the Wyrd is charging a sonic attack. This should be easy to spot and avoid because a warning literally pops up on your screen. You avoid it by just stepping 3 squares back, wait for the attack to finish as it takes a couple seconds, then you could attack it again afterwards. I didn't even bother counting out 3 squares, I just clicked the other side of the bridge, being it's not even that big. The attack can hit you for up to 15,000 damage, and I think it's 7,500 if you're using Protect from melee, so you should probably turn that on, but regardless, that's still a lot. He also does this thing called a Blood Geyser, which also gives you a warning. I'm not even sure what this does, but something spawns on the floor when it happens, and that's never good, so I didn't want to find out and just stepped away from it. That's all you have to do. This fight's actually pretty easy because you should have a good amount of time to react due to the warnings. Finish the conversation after the fight or talk to Ivan yourself. Use Draken's medallion and select option 2 to travel to Burg Daeyalt. If you still don't have the medallion, get to Burg Daeyalt however you're getting there, but if you need another one or need to charge it because we're going to be using it a lot, there's an icon for a dungeon entrance south of the bank. Go in there, you can search the coffin to the west for the medallion, and it can be charged by using it on the pool of blood along the north wall. Anyways, in Burg Daeyalt, go to the boat here. Board the boat and select the second option that says Icene Graveyard. Talk to Farate to the east. Inspect the Queen of Farate statue to the north to get a pendant. Talk to Farate again. Craft one of your blisterwood logs into a blisterwood shaft. Use the shaft on Sunspear with the Wolfbane dagger in your inventory to combine all of them to create a different kind of Sunspear. Talk to Farate one more time. At this point, you should stock up on food and get any potions and whatever else you need for combat before you do this next part, as this is the best opportunity to do so. Don't get rid of anything you already have on you though, and you will need about 3 free inventory spaces. When you're ready, use Draken's medallion and select the 5th option to teleport to Mire Ditch Laboratories. Talk to Sorias. Climb through the door to the southwest. Follow the tunnel. Go west to where the mutated blood velds are. There is a research table to the north which you can search to get a book. Flip through that book. Go back to Sorias. Talk to Sorias. Climb up the staircase to the northeast. You have to go to the mine to the northwest, so first you have to open the door to the west. Walk through the slash tapestry to the south. Open the door to the southeast. Now you can just click on the mine on your minimap to the northwest and your character will find the correct way. Climb down the ladder and go through any talking if necessary. If you have the complete House Drakan or Darkmire outfit, put that on, but regardless if you have the outfit or not, talk to one of the guards and select the first option to ask, where's the Daeyalt Refinery? If you have the outfit, you should be able to move on with the quest. If not, you have to mine 15 ores from the walls to fill up a cart, then talk to one of the guards again and select the same chat option. You'll know you can move on when you transport here, push the minecart. Defeat the 3 Juvenites in this room. Open the 5 cell doors with people in them. You can see the yellow dots on your minimap. Go into the room to the north. Talk to Amelia in the southwest corner of the room and select the 5th option that says let the anger flow through you. Then we're going to go counterclockwise around the room and talk to everyone in order. Talk to Soren and select the 4th option that says isn't this technology awesome? Talk to Ileana and select the 3rd option that says I don't approve of this and neither should you. Talk to Razvan and select the 2nd option that says you should be ashamed, have you no remorse. Talk to Florin and select the 1st option that says cheer up, don't give up hope. Each of the NPCs are standing in front of something called a bloodlock. You want to go to the one that's not occupied next to the stairs to the west, called a Shadow Bloodlock. Right click it and choose Tithe, then select option 6 that says I accept my fate and put my hand in the machine. Extract the refined Daeyalt in the middle of the room. Inspect the rejuvenation tank in the northwest corner. Climb the stairs to the west. Talk to Safalaan. Kill the 7 skeleton hellhounds in the room to the west. Climb the stairs to the southwest. Go towards the northern wall. Follow this hallway east, go into the library to the south, and take Vertita's bottle of holy water off the table. Continue down the hallway. Use your bottle of holy water on Harold to the south to line yourself up with him, but you have to click on it in your inventory to actually throw it at him. Climb the stairs in the next room to the south. Cut a blisterwood log. There's a little fire pit spot one step south of Stone Jazz. It's a bit hard to see, but light that, then roll the barrel of gunpowder to the east to blow it up. Unlocked Blood Seal in Northern Room. Climb the stairs to southwest. You're about to get into a fight, so you might want to watch the video before going ahead and doing this yourself, but when you're ready, you have to use the modified Sunspear that you made earlier for the fight, by the way. So wield that and talk to Safalaan. That'll begin the fight. When he gets down to like half HP, you'll then have to fight Vanstrom Klause. Then after you beat him, you'll fight Safalaan again. And when you get him down to about a quarter health, you have to fight Lowerniel Drakan. Then you'll fight Safalaan one more time with some regenerate health. I know that sounds hard, but it's actually not, because from what I could tell, it looks like Vanstrom Klause and Lowerniel Drakan only have one special attack each, instead of all the ones they had in the previous quest. So I'm gonna make learning the mechanics of this fight really simple. You didn't even need to know anything I just told you. That's why I didn't write it on screen. I only told you that only so you're not surprised when it happens, but for my simple breakdown of how to do this fight, regardless of who you're fighting, if you see anything show up on the floor, don't stand on it, don't stand near it. You should be at least like 3 squares away. For fighting Safalaan specifically, you probably noticed this already, but he's the Wyrd that you fought earlier, so he does have that same sonic attack from before, and it does warn you just like it did before. So when you see that, step at least 3 squares away from him and you can safely attack him again when the attack is done. I don't think he does that other attack he did before, but as I said, if you see anything on the floor beneath you or near you, just run away. I only took serious damage when I failed to avoid those, but overall the fight's actually pretty simple. They just all have a lot of health. This is a safe death, by the way. If you die, you'll just be sent back to Darkmire with all your stuff intact. Before you go back, be sure to restock on supplies like food. I did this with 9 pieces of food on my second attempt, but if you're having trouble and feel like you need more, I wrote on screen the only items you need for the remainder of the quest, so you know what to bank, or you could just bank everything and grab these items later, although I don't really recommend that unless you really need the food. But to get back to the fight, you enter the gatehouse doors to the west and choose option 1 for the roof throne room. After the fight, talk to Verite to get Wyrd blood. Use the refined Daeyalt on the Wyrd blood to mix them together with Ivandis' serum to create an extreme Guthix balance potion. If you banked any of those items, you would have to go get them and come back. Talk to a Verite again. Leave the castle. If you attempt to use the home teleport or something, it will give you the option to leave and take you back to Darkmire. Go back to the well in Paradromus by Drezel. Use the extreme Guthix balance potion on the well to get a conversation and cutscene. Exit this place on the Canifis side through the holy barrier to the east. talk to Vanescula to get a cutscene. After the cutscene, talk to Vanescula again. Go back to King Roald in the Varrock Palace. Talk to King Roald and select the first chapter and talk about River of Blood, and that will be the end of the quest. By the way, one of the rewards, the tomb, it kind of looks like a book. It gives you 75k XP 3 times, so skill your choice. That's at least level 75. Anyways, hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. Catch you later. Peace.